So, you have just finished building your GLR or atomic or anything in that nature, and you put the body on. You did as I told, didn't change any setup from the factory, just checked the ride height and all of these things, looped it up. I'll go through the looping process and all of these things for these cars because it doesn't tell you in the manual, but you build your car after the manual and it drives like absolute crap. Okay, if you build it after the manual and you build it well and you build it correctly, then the problem is most of the time on the body. What do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is normally when you put on a hard shell body, you have the same thing in 1 to 10 scale where you actually check that because it's a very pliable material, Lexane. So you actually check if the sides can actually go through the wheels, like go past the wheels, so it doesn't get stuck, so you don't get body curl. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but people don't tend to actually do it with the hard body shells. So they think, slap this on, it works, and it does. But it does that on Mini-Zs. Mini-Zs account, because it's made by Kyushu, the body is made by Kyushu, they account for height and width and steering throw and all of these things in the making of the bodies. These cars are not designed in collaboration with Kyushu bodies, so you need to do some fiddling with them. The first thing you do is the roll test. Simple static test. You place the body here and you push it. Okay, nothing snags, nothing sounds weird. Good, you're good to go. Wheels. Okay, nothing's hitting. You can't hear them grabbing anything. Perfect. Then what you'll do is the push. The push technique is a little bit different in Danish, but what you actually do is that you find about the axle and you push it down, and you can't feel it, but I think I can show it. So the front end, not all the way down. The front end is free, but the rear end. Okay, so that tells me that the offset is either a little bit too wide, or you can actually make the wheel arches just a little bit bigger, or you can ground them out from the inside. I'll show you a body where I've done this in a minute. This is purely to explain what you need to do. So push here, not all the way down to the bottom, but just where you're just clear of the ground, because your car will sometimes duck this much under heavy braking or evasive maneuvers. So push it down, and nothing is hitting this. Good. Pushing down here, you can see the rear tires are clearly hitting. So you have concluded that you need to do something about the wheel arches, the offset, or ground it out from the inside to make this free. And you, of course, when you have done these improvements, you test this again. It needs to have no binding at all. It cannot touch the body. If it touches the body, you ruin your setup. Okay? So let's test here. This is the lock push technique. So you turn the wheels fully. Sure, no problem. And you push on the corner where the wheel is. Then you do it like this was, if you can see, let's just say it's 90 degrees. It's not, I know. So full lock 90 degrees, then go to about 45 degrees, because, increments of this. And you push down, do it again. Push down, do it again. Now you're straight, you have tested this. Then you go this way. Oh. Okay, you're experiencing lock in this side, and this is actually where you will feel a lot of effect on this, because when your wheels are turning like this, it means your car is going in that direction. So all the load will be on this side. Okay. So this is hitting. This is crucial to your setup. You need to address these things. Exactly the same body, just not painted as nice or at all. So the push down, oh, it was just hitting the bottom here, but you see all the way down, and of course, and lock. You can see the wheel arches are quite a lot bigger here. It doesn't really matter in these type of bodies. Ground them out big. Just don't weaken the point up here. If you go too close to this, you will actually weaken the whole wheel arch right here. So don't go too close to this edge. Then ground it out from the inside. This back here was ground out, so moves freely. And here, so, and when you have done this, this is clearly a test body. As you can see, I also flared the arches in here. Put a ridge in the back, opened up the back. So this was a test body for when I was finally gonna ground up this one. So do this before you start attacking any kind of setup. If your car drives like crap, please check this first. Okay? Next video.